Well, this is QiGong and yoga for neuro health. And because it's kind of a dreary day, I know, I don't know about you, but boy, I just kind of looked at my recliner and thought, that's so inviting. And I did sit in it for a while, but I found myself exercising. I mean, I think it's really important to keep moving some way, somehow, while while all this is going on. We don't want to become stagnant. So I was moving my ankles and wrist, and we'll do some of that today. But what I want to start with is a little bit of energy work, okay? So the first thing before we really start our energy work is called organizing the chi. And there are several ways we can do it. I will just kind of go through, if you'll just close your eyes and visualize that your head is touching the sky. Your feet are solid in the earth, in this luscious organic ground. And our mind expands out into the source. Just really open, like you're like a sponge, just open for all this cleansing, healing energy. And you're relaxed. We are relaxed. Our body is relaxed. And we have no distracting thoughts. If we have any kind of distraction thoughts, we just want to put them on a nearby shelf, in a file cabinet, on a cloud, let it float away. Just put those distracting thoughts right now, just concentrate on what you're feeling in your body. This is really a body exercise. And as I said, well, and our appearance is humble. We're just, if you're in your jammies, great. This is the time just to really take care of yourself, self-care. And as I said, our mind really expands into infinite space, and then it's as though you've got the brightest flashlight of energy that you're shining into your body. And it's coming in through those energy centers and just illuminating our bodies with healing, cleansing, loving, organic energy. Just feel it, take it in. And the most important thing is our bodies are just harmonized with chi, harmonized with chi. So we are going to just start out with the simple lift chi up, pour chi down, the intro, which covers all three dantians. Our lower dantian is, just right below our belly button. And this is our physical healing. Our middle dantian is our heart area. This is our emotional healing. And then our upper dantian, kind of between the third eye, this is what our spiritual healing is located. So I'm going to do just the intro, and that will cover all three dantians. Okay. So we stand just feet apart, shoulder apart, and our hands are down by our side. Our palm of our hands, the QiGong, which is a big energy point, is facing the ground. I like to think of this as organic ground. And with a little bend of a knee, but you really want to be sturdy in the ground. Straight spine. Neck is kind of tucked towards the chest so that we have a straight back. So the top of our head, the bakway, is open to the divine energy. So our hands are by our side, and we move them forward and grasp that organic energy from the ground and move it back to your side. Again, we're going to move it forward as though we're expanding out into the universe. And then we're going to bring it back and absorb it in to our body. We're going to go out as we inhale, and as we exhale, we bring it into our body. And next, we're going to bring our hands up towards our lower dantian and form this like a little chi ball. So our hands our 3 fingers are facing each other. The top of the hands are what we call the tiger palms. And those are kind of facing each other. And then the 3 fingers are facing each other. And it's as though we have this energy ball right in front of us, right in front of our lower dantian. And it's beaming in and it's healing our physical body. And then we want to inhale as we bring it slowly, slowly around our body to the back. And the back right behind the navel is called the Mingmong. So we press in, we pulsate into the Mingmong, right in the back. Pulsate about 6 times, just bringing this energy in, bringing this energy in. And then slowly go up your back on the side of your spine, all the way up to the bottom of your armpits. And when you get there, you spread out and you put your hands underneath your armpits. This is called dabao. Dabao, another big energy opening. And now we are in the middle dantian, our emotional healing. And I like to just actually take several of my fingers and just pulsate into that part. So if I'm feeling, sad or angry or happy or whatever, this is really helping to heal those feelings, those emotions. And then I'm going to bring my hands straight out. And now my fingers, my middle fingers are facing the third eye, the upper dantian. And I take a couple breaths here. So I'm inhaling and I'm exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then let's slowly bring those arms out, expanding out to all the energy around us. And bring our hands down, scoop our hands down, and then scoop them up. And start bringing our hands up to our upper dantian, to our buckway, which is the center of our head. Just saying, I'm open for healing. I'm open for all this wonderful chi, and let it just come into you. Into the buckway, top of the head. And then we form actually a prayer position. We come down in front of our face, our eyes, our nose, our ears, our mouth. And then we circulate in a prayer position. Beautiful. Now that is the intro. There are 5 parts. That's just part 1, but that's just the intro of how we can start healing all of our dantians. The next thing, I know you want your stretches, so we're going to get your stretches. Now this is Chin Chi. It was really challenging for me in the beginning, and I had to take some rest. And but what this does is this is going to open up our emotional, our middle dantian, our lungs, so that we have better breath, better respiratory system. So we put our hands out to the side. Again, the palms are faced to the floor, and we bring our arms into our shoulders. It's an in and out, in and out. You want to be careful that you don't slunch forward or that you don't, go back like this. It is simply straight arms, and hands towards the floor. and just bring them out, in, out. Feel that pulsation going into your arm joints. I tell you, this has really helped me open up a lot. Well, first of all, it's really helped me with my breath work, and it's helped me just open up my lungs. But most importantly, too, it's helping me with my meditation and dealing with some emotional issues that I've been dealing with. So it's in, out, in, out. Now, they will often use mantras with that, and you can choose your own mantra. What I'm learning, the mantra that I'm learning to use with it is Ha La, which means it's HAOLA. And what that means is it's already happened. It is done. It is healed. It is, the intention is made. So as we go in, we say Ha. As we go out, we say La. So let's try that with the mantra, because the mantra, what I'm learning, is just so important. That sound vibration really can really help your brain. So in, Ha, out, La, how, 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 La. If at any time this gets too tiring, drop your hands and just circle around. Gather that chi, okay? But the more you do this, now some of the QiGong masters will do this for hours on a time, and you will feel the difference as you're able to build up to it. As I said, I could barely do this in the beginning, and now I'm up to about 30 minutes. And I can really, it's like energy just pops out of me after doing this. But it is strenuous. It's very strenuous at first. So play with that. See how that feels. Allah, 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 Allah. 6 more. Allah, 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 Allah. Okay. Again, great exercise to do if you're just feeling a little bit sluggish. Instead of grabbing for that caffeine of any sort, do some chin cheese. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands and put it on our waist. So our thumbs, it's actually right underneath our ribs. So I've got these pockets here, but you're going to have your 4 fingers in front and your thumb in the back underneath your rib. And then with a little bend of a knee, your feet are with the hips apart. And with a little bend of a knee, let's start and just imagine that our coccyx, our tailbone, is going to make this just beautiful imaginary ball right in between our feet. And if for balance reasons, if you want to go out a little bit, you can do that too. But just imagine that our tailbone is actually engraving this magic ball right in between our legs. So we start in the back and we go to the left, front, right, back, left, front, right, back, left, front, and right. And just feel this in your body. Feel where this is affecting you in your body. And breathe as we do this. Be really, really open. Because this is opening up our hips, where we hold a lot of stress. And just imagine this beautiful, beautiful engraved golden ball right at our feet, back and forth. Okay, when we go to the back next time, pause, take a breath, inhale, exhale, and then let's go the opposite way. To the right, front, to the left, back. Just back and forth. And you want to try to keep your back as straight as you can, as straight of a body, straight of a spine as you can. The only thing that's really moving are your hips. Back and around in a circle. Again, this is a great exercise to do as you're sitting down. If you're watching TV or you're listening to music or you're at the computer, this is a great exercise to do. I'm doing this all the time as I'm Zooming, just to keep some movement in my body, that it doesn't get stagnant, that it doesn't get stiff. Three more circles. We're building a beautiful, beautiful golden ball right at our feet. And then all this light is coming up and penetrating our body with healing. Just imagine. Okay, next we're going to go forward and backwards. And so I'll go to the side, and again, we're using the tailbone. The tailbone is what moves us. And we're going to take that tailbone and we're going to move it forward, which pushes our stomach back. And we say up, and then we move that tailbone back, and our stomach kind of drops, but our tailbone goes back, and we say back. But actually, what Master Ming Tong does is, he goes up in the front, and he goes in the back, and he says up in the back. So feel this going forward and backwards. Feel that rotation. Again, just imagine we're with our tailbone, we are kind of building this light that is coming from the ground and coming up into our body and infiltrating our body with healing and any kind of emotion you want: joy, love, companionship. Just imagine this light is warming up our whole body. Great. You got the idea. Another good one that you can do in the chair, if you're sitting in the chair, just going, after you do the rotations, just go up and then go back. Just keeping that, it's removing that stress from our body. Okay, now let's go try some prayer wheels. So I'll mirror you. I'll put out my right, I'll put my left, I think it's your right. And our hands are right by our dantian. We can have them clasped, and we're going to go in a clockwise. So we're going to push. Now this is weight. We're working on weight bearing forward and backwards. So when we go forward, our front foot, which is my left, I believe you're right, we'll have 90% of the weight, 10% of weight will be in our back foot. So, and our hands will be down by our knee and then come on up. And as we come back, we bring back the 90% to our back foot. And then we just keep rotating back and forth. This is a big weight shift. This is kind of a part Tai Chi, QiGong, works on strength, works on balance, works on just our steadiness on our feet. I don't know if you're able to get out and walk much. Right now, it's kind of hard with this crazy weather. But this helps. And breathe. Again, if you want to, you can close your eyes if you're not going to fall. And just go back and forth on this weight shifting. And smiling, have that inner smile within you. Lots of love, lots of compassion. Okay, do one more, and then we're going to reverse the circles. Stop at the lower dantian and reverse. And breathing. Feel your breath, which will enliven us. Okay, one more. And then we'll go into Wuji position, which is our feet are equal. Okay, and then the next, then bring up your next foot. I just realized I'm looking at the frame and I'm hoping you can see my feet. So bring up your it's my right, your left. Bring that up. And as I said, when we go forward, it's 90%. We're just practicing our weight shift back and forth. So we're putting our hands by our dantian. We are going counterclockwise. So 90% as we go front, and then as we go back, the 90% goes on our back foot. So play with this for a while. Just imagine that all this energy is coming from around into your body, giving you harmony and balance. That's how we heal. We unblock whatever the constrictions are, and we bring ourselves harmony and balance. I will also do this sometimes, just sitting in a chair, although, you know, the benefit is definitely the feet, but I'm also bringing energy in to my middle dantian, my heart, as well as my physical lower dantian. One more circle, and then we're going to reverse. Reverse. And breathe. Listen to your breath. Watch your breath as we do this. And just have fun with it. Great. One more. Okay, go back to Wuji. Something's happened with my frame. I can't really see it as much, but enough to see you. So let's grab our tennis ball and a wall. And I will tell you, studios, I didn't get my shoes off because I was running to get ready. Get your tennis ball, get the wall, and let's put the tennis ball on our left foot first. Our left foot first. And just imagine whatever intention you've got, imagine that being on this ball. And on our left foot, start with our toes. And then move up. Or, yeah, just start with your toes, opening up your toes. Got these funky little things here. As you know, I'm in the studio, so I've got the joy and love I'm putting into my feet. Oh, this feels so good to massage them. Be aware of what might be sensitive, because we'll spend some extra time with that. And in the middle of your foot, towards the, in the middle, towards the inner part of your foot is called the bubbling springs. That's where we get another big energy. And I tell you, my foot wants to be right by that bubbling spring. It can't get enough energy. When I try to move on, it's saying, no, stay right here with me and feel what's in your body. Get a sensation. Where does it feel really good? Where does it hurt? Where is there a spark of energy? Boy, I can see I need to do this more at home. I thought I was doing enough, but my feet need more attention. Okay, and then let's move on to the other foot. So going on to your right foot. I don't want to face my back towards you. And start at the toes. I had an opportunity to see a foot doctor, a really good woman, and she's like, are you separating your feet enough? Are you, really, really opening up your toes? And I was telling her I do this exercise with a tennis ball, and she said, oh, that's fabulous. That is absolutely fabulous. And just be aware of what is tender. I can feel, boy, my bubbling springs is just saying, please stay here. But I want to make sure I get down to my heel. So I give it some attention. And then go back to that area that's a little more sensitive. And when you're finished, just put that aside and find your bolster or your blanket or your pillow or your cushion or whatever you have. And let's go down to seated position, elevating our pelvis if we can, so that we drop down in front, and just at this point, put your legs in a cross position. And we're going to start with our wrist and clasp our wrist and just start rotating those, rotating our wrist. Go to the left, around to the right. We're really opening up any kind of constriction in our wrist. And you can make figure eights if you want. Play with that. Get real creative with that. And then reverse. Go the opposite way. Go the opposite way. Be creative. Go above your head. Go down. Just really open up the wrist area. We haven't done much of that, have we? I've been watching a lot of videos on QiGong and Tai Chi and yoga. It's been so nice. I feel like I'm learning from the best. Okay, and drop this, and now let's do our shoulders. So we'll do our shoulders in bring them up front and then back and down, up front, up, back, and down. Your hands can either be loose if you want, they can be down on your thighs if you feel that you've got less constriction, or you can bring them up on your shoulders and bring them around like this. If you feel you want more of your arms rotating like this, that's great. Just, opening up that lung, opening up that heart, opening up the back. You can do one at a time if you want. Both at a time. Oh, just stretch those. Okay. And now let's just drop. Let's drop, again, I'll mirror you, drop, it'll be my right, your left, to the right. And let's just bring your hand, it's your right hand over on top. So we're really getting a big stretch all along the side of our body. And then look up underneath your armpit and breathe. Stretch as much as you want. Like feel this all the way down to my knee. Feels so good. And play with it. You know, go back and forth with your head, looking underneath your arm, looking down, just dropping your fingers. It's like they're just melting. And then bring that arm down. And let's take our other arm up. If I'm mirroring you, you'll be your left arm up, looking underneath your left armpit. And again, just dropping as much as you can, stretching your whole side of your body. See if you can feel this stretch all the way down to your knee or wherever. You be aware. You know, my body is so different every single day. And I just have to work with it every single day and love it into wholeness. Excellent. Now let's just open up our legs and let's do just some energy tapping. So just going down the inside and around. Doesn't matter which leg. We're going to get both. Again, with all that sitting and not moving as much, I know my legs are a little bit more sedentary than I would like. And when we go down the inside, that's our yin, that's our more relaxed side. And we come up our yin, that's our more active side. It's important. But, you know, also pay attention, I guess, to the top. And, you know, some to the bottom, although we'll stretch that too. Okay, then now let's go over to the other side and go down the inside and up the outside. Listen to your body. Where are you feeling a sensation? Is there any part that you want to spend a little more time in? Go ahead and do that. Okay, now let's give our belly a little bit of a massage. So we take our hands and fingers, just they're called claw fingers, tiger claw fingers, and we just put them on underneath the sternum, just on the top of the intestines, and in as we go over to our left and then down, just pulsating and massaging as we go along. Just really giving our stomach a nice little massage. And then go a little bit, go in a little bit on the circle. Again, breathing, feeling the sensations. And when you get to the middle, just go ahead and for women, they put their left hand down first. It's the Qigong principle. This is our yang hand. We want to put the yang energy on our yin body and just rotate that. Nice and easy. Yummy, yummy. Beautiful. Let's next go into a butterfly. So what we do with that, we are actually, if you have your pillow and your brick, bring your, there are a couple ways you can do this. You can bring your brick down so it's baby bear, mommy bear, papa bear, and you can use a blanket on top if you want. You can double the blanket, play with this a little bit, see what works for you. And then we're just moving down, dropping our head wherever we can, however we place our bricks, our books, our blanket, just fall into that and using our hands as our pillow. You should feel this underneath your thighs and your legs and your hips. And you might find some other sensations. What we're doing is we're giving ourselves a bent spine too. We're opening up the spine. We're dropping the head into relaxation. And breathing. Just falling into this position. Feeling the stretch. The longer we hold, the more we go into what they call the yin position. We're moving beyond the muscles into the connective tissues. It's almost as though we're receiving a needleless acupuncture. You might feel dull and achy. That's okay. You're going to feel, you may feel a little bit more energy after the practice is over. If for any reason you're feeling pins and needles, stop. You don't want that. Or if the stretch is too much, you don't want that. Build your pillow up more, or bricks or books, whatever you've got, so that you can comfortably fall into this position. And use your breath. Your breath is going to help you move into this position better. 2 more breaths. In gently, come out. Now let's go on to our hands and knees. And we will do a couple of the cat-cow. So something funky has happened to my screen, so I can't see the full screen, but I think you can see me. So we are in hands are in front of us in tabletop position. And let's go into some cat-cow. So we raise our head, drop our chest, open up our sits bones as we inhale. And then as we exhale, we drop our head. We'll bring our spine up. We'll bring our sits bones together. And we're just going back and forth like this. Inhaling as we look up. Exhaling as we look down. Just really giving our spine a nice movement. Back and forth. Use your breath. Use your breath. It's going to tell you how much you can stretch or not stretch. But you want to comfortably challenge yourself. Don't want to go into pain, but you do want to stretch yourself. Okay, we'll come back to table and let's thread the needle. So I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to bring it up to the ceiling, and then I'm going to bring it down to the floor. Again, bring it up to the ceiling. And actually, let's rotate that wrist a little bit more. We did do some wrist rotations, which was beautiful, but bring it down. And one more time, bring it up. And this time, we're going to bring that arm, it's my right arm, going underneath your left. It doesn't matter which arm because we're going to do both. And we just bring that arm right in between. I'm bringing my right arm in between my left. So I'm on my shoulder, my right shoulder, and I'm dropping my head to the floor. You certainly can have a pillow by your head if you want, or bolster or cushion, whatever. If you would like, you can take your hand that's in the front, it's my left, bring it up to the ceiling, and then bring it behind your back and bind it behind your back and possibly grab your thigh and breathe. This is threading the needle, opening up your shoulders. Opening up your shoulders. Each breath will let you go, possibly let you go a little further. Feel that stretch. And then let's slowly bring, if you have binded, bring that back hand up front and slowly come up back to tabletop. Let's do a couple more cat and cows because we really got to stretch our back there, which was beautiful. Just 3 of these. And then let's take our other hand. This will be my left hand. It may be your left or your right. Bring it up and then bring it down. Bring it up, rotate the wrist. Go one way and then go the other way. Bring it down. 3rd time, bring it up in front of you, and then let's thread that needle. Bringing our hand underneath, that's my left hand underneath my right hand. And once I get settled, then I'm going to bring my front hand, which is my right hand, back and bind on my thigh and opening up my shoulder here. Opening up my shoulder. Using my breath. Couple more breaths here. Feel what you're feeling in your body. Be aware of that. And then slowly unbind. Bring that back onto the floor. Go back into tabletop. Now let's take our toes, bring them in, curl them under. Let's go into a downward dog. So we're lifting ourselves up. Lifting ourselves up. And perhaps we want to walk that dog here. So we're just walking the dog back and forth. If you would like, you can go into a plank position, working on our core. And then either put down your knees if you want to, or going down, just going straight on down to a cobra, straight down, and then upward dog, bringing your chest up, and then back down to the floor. And then if you like, go into a closed knee child pose and rest. Enjoy the work you've been doing. Okay. And next, let's go on to our back. Again, you can put down your bolster if you want to have a little bit more support, or not. That's really up to you. Doesn't really make a difference. We're going to do a, first of all, we're going to just bring our feet up and cross them over. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And then grab the bottom of our feet. So I'm grabbing with my left hand, I'm grabbing my right foot underneath, and my right hand with my left foot underneath. And I'm bringing these feet closer to my hips as I can. So I'm giving myself a stretch here as I breathe. And possibly you can bring your knees closer to your chest and play with this a little bit. Maybe, you know, you could move your knees closer over each other knee so that you bring these closer into your body. And use your breath. As I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in. As I'm exhaling, I'm breathing out. Feel this beautiful stretch. And slowly release that. And let's go into a bridge. So we're lying on our back, our feet are on the ground. Bring our hands to the side, on either side of us, and then we'll just bring our sits bones up and bring our hands underneath. We can put them in a prayer position or we can clasp them. We want to rotate our shoulders so that they come underneath. They're almost like a little platform. And then bring your sits bones up. Bring your whole back up. And see where you feel this in your body. I can really feel it throughout my thighs, all the way down to my knees. I can feel it in my belly. Where do you feel the sensations of this? Where do you feel? Are you getting a good stretch with this? Come down if you get tired. Just gently come down. Take a breath or two. And then let's go back up again. Maybe you're able to bring your shoulders closer in to each other. What's your body telling you you can do today or not do? Love it in whatever place it is. What we like to say is we'd like to love our body into wholeness, wherever it may be. Beautiful. And then drop your hips down. Now let's next take our feet up, and let's take our right foot on top of our left knee. Bring our hands underneath our left thigh, and with our right hand, open up that right thigh, that right foot. Both of our toes are facing towards the ceiling, and we are bringing our left foot back closer to our body as we are stretching. We're opening up our hips, opening up our legs. And again, see what your body will allow you to do today. Maybe this is too much, and if so, just, relax, go into relaxing, just drop the feet if it's too much. I can feel this really, really opening up my hips. Again, the longer we hold it, it goes in beyond the muscle into the connective tissue, where we hold a lot of our stress and anxiety. And then let's drop our feet and go to the other side. So we're putting our left foot on top of our right knee, bringing our right foot up, putting our hands in between, bringing our toes to the ceiling. And then with each breath, we're trying to bring our right leg closer to our chest, but with our left hand, left elbow, pushing our left thigh away. See where you feel this. Toes are facing the ceiling. Open up those toes. Give them freedom. See where you feel the stretch. And yet at the same time, we want to relax. It's as though we want our back to just melt into the floor or the bolster or anything we're on. And then release that. And then just do any pose you'd like before Shavasana. So that might be going back into the pose that we were in, or that might be just lifting your legs up. That might be happy baby. See what your body wants you to do right now before we're going to go into total relaxation. And get ready for Shavasana. As I said, I'm going to make this kind of a relaxation, Shavasana. And Jan, I'm going to, hopefully, I'm just going to have slight background music, but I will put that at a distance. And Rosemary, if you have joined us. So just your only job right now is just to relax. Let the body hold you. This is part of Roger Janeke's relaxation. This is his progressive relaxation. So as you're lying on the floor and you're closing your eyes, take 10 slow, deep breaths. Now bring your awareness to your right leg. Inhale deeply and lift the leg up slightly, tensing the foot and the leg. Tense them tighter. Then exhale and let that left leg drop very gently, rolling the leg from side to side and relax. Inhale and repeat the same for the left leg and the foot. Now you want to bring your attention to your thighs and your buttocks. Inhale and contract your buttocks, pelvic muscles, and thighs. And tighten them until the end of the breath, and then release and exhale. Next, bring your attention to your right arm. Inhale and raise and tense your right arm, making your hands into a fist. Tense and hold. Exhale and drop the arm gently. Roll that right arm from side to side. Inhale and repeat with the left arm. Same thing. Next, you want to inhale and you want to bring the shoulder blades together in the back. Squeeze them tightly and then release, exhaling. Try that again. Bringing your shoulder blades together in the back. Squeeze them tightly and then release, exhaling. Next, I want you to inhale and you bring both shoulders up to your ears. Hold them up. Then I want you to exhale and let them drop down. Repeat this 3 times. Next, I want you to inhale and tighten the facial muscles. Make your face into a prune, squeezing it tightly. Nobody's seeing you. We're in quarantine, so really exaggerate here. Exhale and release the tension. Try that again. Inhale and tighten your facial muscles. Make your face as tight as it can. And then exhale and release the tension. Then I want you to roll your head gently from side to side. Continue with a few more relaxed breaths to go deeper and deeper into relaxation. Take a couple more breaths. And when you're ready, roll over to one side. Using your bottom arm as your pillow and your top arm as your stake. And bring that over. Bring yourself up. Hopefully you're feeling really relaxed. cool as a cucumber. So let's gather that last of that healing chi, bringing our arms on their side, coming up. When I get to the top, I'm forming a heart, bringing this into the top of my head, down through the center of my face, applying all this healing energy to every sense I have, down through the thorax, my heart, my lungs, my stomach, my pancreas, down through the digestive system. Let's go out again. The Chinese believe that healing is in threes. So again, gathering that energy, bringing that up, down into every single cell in our body. One more time, gathering this healing energy all around us and bringing this up, bringing it into us. And we would get to our belly, left hand first for women, right on top. Then we'll take our hands into a prayer position, putting our thumbs in on the third eye and bowing with respect and love. Namaste. Namaste. And now I'm going to come up.